Hey friends, MC here. Today we'll do something different. We'll do yoga but with weights. You don't have to use weight, mind you, and if you do not have weights, you could use bottles of water or anything you have around the house that gives you a little bit of added resistance to your practice. So we will get started and we'll do a little bit of warm-up, yoga style. So starting at the end of your mat, let's take a few breaths first, standing up in Tadasana, mountain pose. Stack your shoulders on top of your hips, hips on top of your knees, knees on top of your ankles. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, engage in your core. Take a few breaths here. If you want, you can also lift your arms up as you inhale. And exhale to lower them down. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale to lower them down. One more time like this. Deep inhale, stretch those arms up. And full exhale, engage in your core. Very good. You have the option here to keep both feet down, but if you want to have a little bit of fun, you can shift your weight onto your left foot, lift that right leg back, and we're going to walk up to plank with one leg. Once you reach the top of your mat, chaturanga, yoga push-up. So bending those elbows, upper arms hugging the upper torso. Very good. Press back to plank, walk your hands back. Come back up to standing. Two more like this. You can go slow, super slow, or a little faster. As I said, you can use both feet down. One last. Make sure that you keep your shoulders at the same level as your elbows. It's a little more safe this way. Come back and let's switch legs. Walk up to your plank. Chaturanga. Remember to breathe. Come back up. Walk your hands forward to plank. Chaturanga, elbows pointing to the back. And whoops, last one. So this time, instead of coming back up, just lower that left foot down. Take your knees down. Couple of breaths here. And then we'll come onto our forearms. So for forearm plank dips. Stacking your elbows underneath your shoulders, interlace the fingers. Step your left back, right leg back. You also have the option to do it on your knees. And from here, try not to let your hips dip. So pull the belly to your spine. Press your heels to the back of the mat and roll your inner thighs up. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right. Dip your right hip down. Come back to center. We'll go from side to side 3 times. Back to plank. Twist to the right. Dip the hips. Come back up. Last one. And drop the knees down. Walk your hands back to your knees. Take a moment here to sit back. Very good. Last one. Coming back onto your forearm. Interlace the fingers again with the exception of the pinky. Stretch back to your plank. And this one we'll do straddle. So you can step right, step left, and come back to center. Or you can also do the jump. If you do the jump and engage in your core, make sure you don't keep bumping your bum up. We'll do 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Take your knees down and take child pose for a couple of breaths here. Take a deep inhale as you exhale. Walk your hands to the right. Inhale back to center. And walk your hands to the left. Very good. Coming back to center. Hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. Inhale. And as you exhale, lift your hips up and back for downward dog. Take a moment here. Few breaths. Maybe walking your dog. If you have your weights at the top of your mat, great. If not, take a moment here to grab them. And then we'll take a deep inhale, float the right leg up. As you exhale, step it to the top of your mat between your hands. And grab a hold of your weights. All I have here is 8 pounds, I believe, probably more than I would care to use. So from here, we'll do some shoulder press. So take your weights onto your shoulders. Open the arms to the side. Palms are facing forward. Engage in your core. Right knee on top of your right ankle. Inhale, and as you exhale, press them up towards the sky for 1, 2, 3. And if you don't have weights, you can do the same movement. Pretending that you're pushing something heavy will bring the same benefits. Will bear some benefits for sure. I lost count, so we'll make that 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll do 15, 13, 14, and last one, 15. Very good. Take your weights back down to the ground. Step back to your downward dog. If you wish here, you could shift to plank. Squeeze in the chaturanga. Inhale into your upward dog. Or exhale back to downward dog. Inhale, float the left leg high. As you exhale, step it to the top of your mat. Right heel down, right toes out. Grab a hold of your weights. Pull the weights to your shoulders. Turn the palms to face the forward. And 15 on this side for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. Last 2. And last one. Very good. Take your weights back down. Step back to your downward dog. You can stay in downward dog. You can come to hands and knees. Or you can shift to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, back to downward dog. Deep breath in, full breath out. If you're familiar with Ujjayi breath, you can breathe as if you're constricting the throat. Step that right foot forward between your hands. Spin your left heel down, left toes out. It's heel to heel or heel to instep alignment. Make sure one of your weight is nearby your foot, front foot. And then take your right forearm onto your right thigh. We're going to do some low row. So from here, grabbing a hold of your weight with your left hand. Begin by pulling your shoulder blades towards the spine. And as you exhale, pull that weight, the dumbbell, whatever you're using, towards your shoulder, really engaging and pressing that left shoulder blades towards the right. And release the hands back down. And 2, 3, 4, 5, Slightly squeeze that shoulder blade towards the right as you pull that weight, your hand towards your left shoulder. And last one. Very good. Take that weight down, pivot that right foot so it's parallel to the left. We're going to make our way towards our left foot, making sure that we're taking that weight with us. So now this time your left knee is on top of your left ankle, your right heel is closer to the top of your mat than your toes are. Left forearm onto your left thigh, make sure your knees is tracking towards your pinky toe. Engage in your core, and we'll do the other side for 1, 2. So side angle with weights. 4, 5. Make sure that your practice, your yoga practice is what comes first here. 7, 8, 9, 10. Squeeze that shoulder blade. 3 more. And last one. Very good. Take that weight right here, pivot that left foot so it's parallel to your right, and take your heels in. So heels in, toes out. Take your both weights underneath your shoulders. Knees are bent on top of your ankles. Come into your temple pose. Very good. And then from here, I'm not going to be too happy with those heavy weights, so the lighter the better. We're going to do some arm lifts. So 5 forward, 5 to the side, and 5 lateral to me. So when I say to the side, the second set is like a Y shape. So inhale as you exhale, belly to spine for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like Y shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Last one to the side. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to switch without weights. 4 and 5. Very good. So release the weights down. Heel toe your feet together. Take 1 weight. Bring the legs together, the feet together, knees together. Inhale here, exhale, knees bend. You can still see your toes for chair pose. In our chair pose today, we're going to pretend that we're Lewis Hamilton, car driver, race car driver, and we're going to turn that steering wheel from side to side. Breathe, belly to spine, knees are bent. Keep going. Faster, faster, faster. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Very good. Lower that weight down. Come back to standing in your Tadasana. Roll those shoulders up and back. And forward and down. Very good. Take a deep inhale. Circle your arms up. And full exhale. Very good. All right. Get those weight back. Come back to your downward dog. Uh-oh, my weights are rolling away from me. Take a deep inhale. Float the right leg up. As you exhale, step it between your hands. Spin your left heel down, left toes out. Right knee on top of right ankle. Tracking towards your pinky toe. Pick up your weight. Inhale here, and as you exhale, find your warrior 2. Very good. Stretch your arms. Actually, I am not using those big heavy weights here. I'll be demonstrating to you without the weights. So extend your arms out, flip the palms up, bicep curls. Inhale here, and as you exhale, bring those hands to your shoulders for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, actually let's just 5 more. 4, 3, 2, really contract those muscles, especially if you don't have any weights. You want to pretend you're lifting something very heavy. Very good. Straighten that right leg. We're moving into our Trikonasana. So take that right hand onto your shin or right forearm onto your left thigh. Grab a hold of your weight. A row again. So we'll inhale here, exhale, pull it to keep lifting if your balance is good. Squeeze those thighs together and then lower it back down. Squeeze those thighs together, belly to spine, and lift. We're going to do only 5 of those, just because I wouldn't want anybody to fall. It's a little bit about balance. Last one. Very good. And then we'll switch our warrior to the left side. So spinning your feet parallel, turning the left toes out, left heel on top of left ankle, coming into our warrior 2 here. I'll try this one with the weights. Warrior 2. And then take your palms, reach them back, flip the palms up towards the sky, and let's do 15 here. Keep those elbows, shoulders high. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more, belly to spine. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Very good. Excellent. Take that weight down. Keep one in your right hand. Inhale here. Actually, let's move into our Trikonasana. So left knee is straight. Left hand onto your hip or onto your shin. Squeeze the belly to your spine. Keep your back aligned and pull that weight towards your shoulder and then up towards the sky. Gazing towards it certainly adds a little more of complexity. We'll do 3 more of this. And last one. Very good. I'm getting my workout here right now, for sure. All right, so now we're going to slowly move here towards our Prasarita Padottanasana. And then hands underneath the shoulders, a little bit of a twist here to rest. Very good, and the other side, so right hand underneath your face, inhale, left arm up. Very good, coming back into your downward dog. Feel free to shift to plank, squeeze in the chaturanga. Inhale, and as you exhale, back to downward dog. Lift those hips up and back. Press down and forward with your hands as if you're trying to move the top half of your mat forward. Very good. From here, inhale, take your right leg up. As you exhale, step it between your hands. Grab a hold of your weight. We're going to do our warrior 3 with a low row. So come up to standing. And there's a couple of options here that you can do. You can stay balancing on the one leg with the back leg lifted, hip height, and pull your weight towards your shoulders. Or you can keep lowering the leg back and forth. So I'll show you both ways. So as you shift forward, you pull the weight towards your shoulders at the same time as you pull your left leg up. And then you lower down. And then you keep going into each rep. Or you stay here and you keep pulling the weight towards your shoulders, squeezing your shoulder blades. So I'll keep going here for 4. As you can see, you might fall. That's okay. Get back into it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Very good. Come back to standing. I haven't decided yet which way feels better, easier, harder. So maybe you can let me know. Stepping with our left foot forward this time. The right leg is going to be the one floating behind. And whenever you're ready, pulling those weights towards your shoulders, squeezing those elbows straight up towards the back of the mat. Those right toes are pointing straight down towards the ground. You're trying to keep your hips level. 5 more. Last one. Very good. Come back to standing. Excellent. All right. So we're slowly getting close to the end of our practice. You're doing great. Keep it up. So we'll make our way down to the ground and we'll work on our triceps. So with this one, you may have to look first and then get into position. And if you have a cushion for your forehead, that might feel better. Again, my weight are probably heavier than I care for them to be right now. So in our child pose, what we will do is we will pulse our arms slightly above our back and we will pulse them up. Once we're done pulsing them up, palms facing one another, we'll flip the palms up and we'll keep pulsing like this, but we'll changing the way that our palms are facing. So palms facing one another, then palms facing up. All right, so I'll demonstrate in my child pose position. Arm extended, elbows are straight, and paws up for 10, 9, and I'm going to do it without the weight. It's a little too heavy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Palms up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Palms facing, and this time pulsing towards one another for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Come back to sitting tall. Take a moment. You should feel that. Even without the weights, I'm feeling it. So I would say that 3 pounds weight is probably effective with this move. So we'll do this one more time. I'm going to give it a shot with the weight. So getting into your child pose, pulsing up, palms are facing in, palms facing up, continue pulsing up, and palms facing in, pulsing towards one another. Very good. Come back up, take a couple of breaths here. Very good, and now we're going to move into our boat pose. Different variation of our Navasana here. So you're going to bring the feet close to your sit bones and cross the ankles. Your weight, option to have it towards the chest or a little harder, extended forward. This is an isometric movement. We're not going to move in and out of this pose. What we will do is we'll take a deep inhale. As you exhale, squeeze the belly to your back, cross the ankle and drag your feet towards your buttocks. You can also lift them. pull the belly, the low back, sorry, away from the mat and hold here for 1, 2, 3. Keep squeezing those thighs towards your belly and those heels towards your buttocks. 3, 2, and 1. Take a little break. We'll do this one more time if you want to try with the arms extended. Just adds a little more fun. You can uncross the ankle and cross the other side. Hug those legs together. Slide the heels towards your buttocks. Belly to spine. Low back away from the mat. Lift through your heart. Extend your arms. Option to squeeze those thighs in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Whew, very good. All right, one more boat pose. This one is Ardha Navasana, half boat with a little bit of, again, a little bit of variation where we will have the weights and we'll pull the legs towards us, keeping the feet together but the knees come apart. So it looks like this. So we start with the weight and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very good. Put that weight down, soles of the feet together, hands to your ankles. Take a deep inhale here, lifting through your heart. And as you exhale, just let gravity take you here. Permission to round your back. Very good. A little more with the tricep here on our variation of bridge. So in this bridge pose, we'll set up the same way we usually do. Feet underneath the knees, heels close to your buttocks. You'll take your weights into your hands. Press into your feet, lift those hips. Find the back of your head, your shoulders onto the ground. It's like a head crusher here for your tricep. Lift those hips, keep hugging those thighs towards one another. Inhale here, and as you exhale, only the elbows bend as you lower the weights on either side of your head. So we'll do 15 and 3, 4. Keep those hips lifted. 9, 10, 11, 4 more. Last one, 15. Very good. Lower the hips down and take those weights down as well. Very good. So make sure that your weights are not in the way of your legs, moving from side to side here as we take some nice supine twist. So arm extended out, inhale, and as you exhale, bring your shins parallel to the ground. Inhale here, and as you exhale, engage in your core, press into your right hand as you lower the leg towards the right side. Keep those feet and knees floating above the ground. Hold here for 3 breaths. You can twist your gaze towards your left fingertips. Come back to center. Inhale here, and as you exhale, lower those legs. Keep hugging the legs towards one another. Press into your left hand and turn your gaze to your right fingertips. Feet are flat, still help you with keeping like a nice containment for that pose. One more breath. Come back to center. Hands onto your shins. Squeeze those thighs in. Inhale. As you exhale, option to lift your nose to your knees. Very good. Keep your right leg in. Extend that left leg out. This is just the way that I like finishing pretty much all of my workouts, my practice. It's my go-to, my feel-good pose. And then switch leg, left leg in, release the right leg. All right, both legs in. Come back to seated. And let's just sit here on your cushion or straight down onto the ground. Just would like to finish with a little bit of mindfulness activity here. So roll those shoulders on top of your hips. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, just let your eyelids become heavy. You can close your eyes too. We'll take 5 breaths here. Just taking a moment to feel the breath moving into the body. Noticing how the body shapes change as it welcomes the breath and as it releases it. Feeling the expansion of the belly, the rib cage, and feeling the belly moving towards the back as you let that breath go. Thank you very much for joining me today. Stay safe, stay healthy, and be kind to each other. Namaste.